Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome everyone to today's explainer. Look, if you're a focused learner looking to completely cut through all that corporate jargon and figure out how to actually modernize a business, you are in the perfect place. Today, we're taking the ultimate buzzword, digital transformation, and stripping it down to its studs. We are going to turn what often sounds like vague tech speak into a practical, urgent, and highly structured roadmap for your business. So grab your notebook, get comfortable, and let's get to work. I want to start us off with this really powerful quote. In a time when change is the only constant, it is essential to think about digital transformation constantly. This just perfectly sets the stage for our analysis today. In our post-COVID landscape, the market is moving at an absolutely blistering pace. Standing still? Well, it's simply not an option anymore. Literally, if you aren't actively transforming, you're actively falling behind. So to guide us through this, we're drawing directly from a masterclass of a source, the Digital Transformation Handbook. And this isn't just academic theory, right? It's authored by Dr. Krunoslav Rys and Dr. Milan Puvacha, who collectively bring over 20 years of hard-fought, real-world experience driving organizational change across hundreds of projects globally. They've seen the success stories and, honestly, more importantly, they've seen the failures. We'll be leveraging their field-tested insights throughout this entire explainer. Here is the roadmap for our journey today. We'll start with beyond the corporate buzzword, then look at why digital transformation matters, followed by building your strategy roadmap. After that, we hit essential tools and data, transformation and action, and finally, the Web 3.0 future. Section 1. Beyond the corporate buzzword, finding common ground. Okay, so the absolutely crucial point about digital transformation is that it results in fundamental changes to how a company operates and delivers value. It's really not just about buying a new software suite or giving your website a facelift. It's a comprehensive rethinking of your business processes. It's about how you fundamentally deliver value to your customers using modern technology, and it touches literally every single stakeholder in your business. Now, the handbook differentiates two closely related concepts that honestly confuse a lot of people: datafication versus digitalization. Think of datafication as the act of turning aspects of your business into quantifiable data, taking analog everyday actions and making them trackable. Digitalization, on the flip side, is the broader process of using that data and digital technologies to simplify and actually improve your business operations. Basically, you need datafication to feed your digitalization. Grasping that distinction is key to building a strong foundation. And this brings us to the holistic scope of change. The authors identify 4 types of transformation. We've got process transformation, making things faster and cheaper; business model transformation, fundamentally changing how you make your money; domain transformation, entering entirely new markets. But crucially, and we can't overstate this, we have cultural or organizational transformation. Look, you can buy all the artificial intelligence in the world, but if you don't foster an innovative company culture that encourages continuous learning and flexible communication, your tech investment is going to fail. Transformation is a human endeavor just as much as a technological one. Section 2. Why digital transformation matters. The imperative. So I want you to stop and ask yourself, looking at your own industry right now, what exactly is driving this massive shift in how we do business? Why this sudden, totally unavoidable urgency? Well, there are 3 core drivers fueling this. First, growing customer expectations. Today's customers are incredibly digitally conscious. They expect seamless, on-demand experiences because, let's face it, they get them from tech giants every single day. Second is the need for speed. Agility is survival now. The time needed to adapt to changing conditions has shrunk dramatically. And third, artificial intelligence. AI and machine learning are just completely revolutionizing data analytics, allowing companies to gain these hyper-detailed customer insights that were literally impossible a decade ago. If your competitors are using AI to understand your customers better than you do, you are in trouble.
Section 3. Building your strategy roadmap, the playbook.
The handbook actually outlines a really comprehensive 10-step process, which we've distilled down into 5 critical, highly digestible phases for you. Step 1, you've got to gather data to assess your current state and set clear goals. Step 2, and I cannot stress this enough, guys, involve senior management. Without leadership championing the cultural change, the whole thing stalls. Step 3, allocate dedicated time and budget, particularly giving autonomy to your R&D teams. Step 4, take a phased, agile approach. Don't try to boil the ocean all at once. Start small but strategic. And finally, step 5, seek post-implementation feedback.
Digital transformation isn't a one-and-done project. It is a continuous loop of refinement.
Section 4. Essential Tools and Data, the Tech Stack. Let's take a look at how a company's technology actually matures over time. We start out with systems of record. This is your basic databases, just storing information. Then we evolve to systems of collaboration, allowing your teams to work together effectively. Next up, we reach systems of engagement, where you actively interact with the customer journey. And finally, the holy grail, systems of productivity and outcomes. This is where data and automation actually drive the results and optimize your resource management. Your goal is to push your business systems as far down this timeline as possible. But to move along that timeline, you need the right tools. Beyond your standard collaborative suites and CRM tools, you can leverage advanced frameworks like digital twinning technology. This is super cool. It's where you create a virtual replica of a physical process so you can run simulations safely without breaking things in the real world. You can also gain a massive competitive advantage with real-time dynamic pricing modules. This is where algorithms analyze market data on the fly to find the absolute best customized prices, entirely replacing static manual pricing. Section 5. Transformation in Action, in the Wild. Now, the handbook is packed with case studies, but these 3 really stand out. In healthcare, we're seeing the massive rise of health wearables, shifting the whole industry from reactive care to what the authors fascinatingly call predictive maintenance for people. How cool is that phrase? In the legal industry, which, is traditionally pretty slow to adapt, task automation is streamlining casework, while massive upgrades in cybersecurity are becoming a core part of the firm's culture. And in insurance, companies are building these complex data pipelines to maximize customer data. It allows them to offer hyper-personalized service offerings and vastly improved risk management. The disruption is literally everywhere. Section 6. The Web 3.0 Future, the Next Frontier. The next wave of technology is going to fundamentally change trust and authority as we know it. Web 3.0 introduces decentralized autonomous organizations, or DAOs, completely changing how work is governed. We have smart contracts that just execute automatically when certain conditions are met, backed by the immense security of the blockchain. The authors point out a really massive application here, using blockchain to end the monopoly of traditional credit bureaus. It could completely revolutionize payments and credit scoring by giving power right back to the user through decentralization. And integrating all of this with the Internet of Things, or IoT, well, that's going to create ecosystems we are only just beginning to understand. As we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with this highly counterintuitive yet profoundly true statement from the handbook. If things are going well, we need to change. Comfort is the absolute enemy of innovation. The exact moment you sit back and think your business processes are perfect is the exact moment a digitally native competitor starts making you obsolete. The authors note that in their 20 years of experience, they've basically seen it all. Some succeeded and some didn't. Which brings us to our final question for you today. Which group do you belong to? The ones who adapt, who lean into the discomfort of digital transformation, or the ones who close their eyes to digitalization, risking total failure and extinction? The roadmap is right in front of you. The choice of what to do next is entirely yours. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll see you next time.